Hi guys.
Hey.
Hi guys, in today's video Chris will be joining me.
Hey.
We are gonna do a bit of storytelling where we'll tell short and funny stories about things that we have experienced.
Kind of, yeah.
Or things just things that have happened in the past years.
Yeah.
When we have known each other.
Yeah, pretty much just everything from drunken shenanigans to, I don't know where this is gonna lead, but just...
And to travel stories.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so for the first story is gonna be when we drank for the first time. And we were a small group.
I think we were like 5-6 people or something.
Yeah, and most of us were drinking for the first time. And basically we decided to start with vodka for some reason.
Which is a really bad idea if you're gonna drink your first time.
Exactly. And it went good for most of us, but we had one friend who didn't feel anything when he was shotting vodka.
I don't really think he was enjoying the experience.
No, I think he wanted to get drunk and he thought he would feel something right away, but it takes time.
Yeah.
And so he basically took 7 shots maybe?
I think it was like 7 or 8 shots in...
of vodka within 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So he was getting really drunk.
And the funny thing was that he sat there and went, I don't feel anything. Do you guys feel anything? And we tried to convince him, like, okay, just wait like 10 minutes for it to kick in or whatever.
Yeah.
If you drink too much vodka at one time, it's just going to hit you like a freight train.
Yeah, which it did.
Yeah.
And some few minutes later, and he went to the point he needed to go outside because he was feeling ill.
And needed some fresh air.
Yeah, and outside we put him in a chair so he
Yeah.
could like lean backwards and rest, I think you could say a bit.
He was also asking for a blanket because he was freezing, which is kind of understandable when it was like in March or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, he sat there for a couple of minutes, not really saying anything, and I decided to sit next to him, not in front of him, which you made the worst decision.
Which I did.
Yeah.
And after some minutes, out of nowhere, he started doing this like
rainbow fountain cascade puke.
Whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Right up in the air, and it was pretty messy.
It pretty much covered all of you, like from your lower body.
From my shorts downwards, it covered my entire legs, which I didn't realize in the beginning, because I thought I puked on the ground.
Yeah, or the table, which he also did.
Yeah. And
God.
that was a pretty bad experience for him maybe, but it was kind of fun still, and I didn't care too much, I think, about the puke.
It's just a funny story afterwards.
Yeah.
It was kind of messy just cleaning up all the puke with a garden hose and trying to flush
And
it away.
I needed to shower for a straight 20 minutes.
Yeah, and you also had to ask your brother to wash your shorts since he didn't know how to do laundry.
I didn't know how to do laundry back then, which I learned last year.
So story number 2, which also is kind of related to this one, since it also contains alcohol and puke.
Yeah, and it was the year after, at New Year's, where we were at a house party at a friend's place, and this is the first time we met Emma as well.
Right, yeah. So it was a kind of a huge party with like 50-60 people there.
Yeah.
Something?
And towards midnight, both Chris and I had drank a lot.
Yep. And that's the point where you lost me and I kind of lost all control of myself since I don't remember anything after midnight.
Chris kind of blacked out.
Yeah, I did.
And during the next hour, I think, I was looking after Chris at the party, and since there were so many people there, it was really hard to find him, and he didn't answer his cell phone.
And the reason why he didn't find me was that, as he said, we were both pretty drunk, and I had just gone to sit in a couch to kind of relax. That's exactly what our friend did the previous year. And one of our mates just casually tries to get up, but he was also in a kind of drunken state.
Yeah, he was.
So instead of just like using his own knees to kind of push himself up, he decides to put one hand on my stomach.
Yeah.
And that made me feel very ill, to say the least. So I just went for the nearest exit, went out to his porch, and then I puked all over the place.
All over the flowers.
Yeah, pretty much. The funniest thing about this was that there was another guy, I don't know his name, I don't remember how he looked like, who was sat out there and smoking a cigarette. and he just casually walks out, see me standing there puking, and he goes, "You're not feeling too well, are you?"
Of course not.
Of course not. So after that, the only thing I remember is me picking up my stuff and being very proud that I've remembered all of my stuff.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I was kind of impressed by myself. Walked up his stairs and onto the street, and then I don't remember anything until next day when I called
When
you.
you called me. Yeah.
Because you were hungover for the first time, and I was like on my couch, still puking like the day after, and my parents laughing at me. Pretty much.
That was a pretty good story as well. Like I was trying to find Chris, and then someone told me he puked in the garden, and then went home. I was like, what?
and you missed all of it. That's
I
kind of
missed
the
it,
best bit.
Okay, so number 3 will be New Year's next year. The first time Hugh went to Sweden.
Yeah, and all the funny things seem to happen during New Year's. All the kind of memorable things.
Yeah, and basically we were at a friend's house.
Yeah.
She has a really big house as well.
Yeah, so I think it was a smaller party than the last ones. It was like
probably
20.
20,
people.
yeah, about something like that. And it was during midnight as well, and we were out looking at the fireworks.
Yeah. And we were all like celebrating the new year because it was like 1 minute after midnight.
Yeah, and the first thing Hugh does is to spill
champagne all over himself.
All over his shirt, and it was like 2 minutes into the New Year's. He's like, "This is gonna be a good year."
He went around and like hugged everyone, and then he just walks up to, I think it was us, and then it bumps into something, and then pours it all over himself.
Yeah, it was something like that. It was a tiny bottle.
Yeah, it was just literally a glass of champagne, but he just continued saying, "Oh, this is gonna be a great year."
And then after that, I was pretty drunk, and I was looking at the fireworks. I didn't notice like the time.
Oh yeah,
for how long I was watching the fireworks.
You were basically just standing looking at the sky. I think you kind of blacked out or something.
Yeah.
Because you looked like a zombie.
I just stood there basically.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it was really weird because I tried yelling at you a couple of times like Jan, but you're watching Jan. But you just stood there and with your arms straight down, no posture or anything. Just
basically, I love fireworks, so whenever I see some, I stand there and watch them, even if I'm drunk or not.
Yeah, so in that drunken state you were kind of deeply fascinated with fireworks.
Something like that. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content from us, be sure to subscribe, and we see you next time. Bye.